situation is.
We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for pulling up. I appreciate you spending a moment of your time with us this evening. Please do me a favor, hit the like button. That's the only price of admission for our live streams, is to simply hit the like button. Somebody said my hair is growing. Yeah, that's usually what happens if you don't cut it. Mm-hmm. If you don't cut your hair, the hair grows. Well, for most people anyway. For most people. I got a couple of friends with me today. I got C1, I got Anna P. Might have a few other people pulling up, not sure, but we did receive a voicemail from one of them. I'm not going to play it live because I don't know what you're saying, but we're going to have a couple of, we're going to discuss a couple of things that we feel are necessary to discuss, because we all run into liberals, Democrats, we run into silly ass conservatives. We run into all types of people who pick a side and don't really know why, don't care to do any research, don't care to have any understanding of life, just want to complain about every daggone thing. And we are here today going to bust people bubbles and let them know that this is bigger than just you. And you need to stop crying like a sucker and realize that you are blessed. You are highly blessed. You're favored, just like we are all favored. And we need to just continue to acknowledge that. Not all of us are Christians, but y'all already know me. I'm a Christian through and through. So, you know what I mean? When I woke up this morning, I think I gave God all praise, glory, and honor just for being able to blink again, for waking me up on this side of earth. What's up, guys? Y'all ready to get into it?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Let's
all right, so it's an open panel. We're live, but just like before, man, go ahead and y'all feel free to cook on whatever level y'all want to cook on. If you want to say something to the people, feel free.
C1, you want to start?
To this day, right?
How about this? So that you won't have to do a cold start.
Yeah.
How about we start y'all off with something and we go from there?
There you go.
All right, boom. All right, cool. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to start us off with something. Y'all let us know whatever y'all want me to know. In this video, we're about to show you this young lady, black girl, was at a rally, or I don't know where she was, to be honest with you. But I want y'all to hear her take on Planned Parenthood. She believed that Planned Parenthood saved the black community, and she actually believes everything she's saying. And that's why we need to pray for our young people. All right. Let's go. Make sure y'all hit the like button. And if you're watching on X, like this video and repost it, requote it, and make sure you tag me so I can show you some love later. Right.
Now, Planned Parenthood actually helps the black community just in regards to helping us not be overpopulated, right? The black community is overpopulated. It is.
There have been 20 million black children aborted since 1973. Do you think that's a good or bad thing?
So the black community is still overpopulated because of our government. It is. Gang relations.
The black community is below replacement rate.
Stop talking so I can finish.
You just said that there are too many black people. How can you say that?
So I didn't say that. And don't clip on me either. I didn't say that. Don't clip on. I didn't say that. Don't clip on. I didn't say that. Don't clip on.
You just said.
I didn't say that. Don't clip on.
No, you didn't.
Don't say that. I didn't say that. As a black person, I didn't say that. So don't misinterpret what I said.
You said Planned Parenthood's helping you because the black population is too overpopulated.
Is that what I said?
That is eugenic statement, man.
Is that what you believe? Is that what you believe I said? Is that what y'all believe I said? Is that what I said? Is that what I said?
Did you?
Is that what I
yes
said?
or no? Did you say the black population is too overpopulated?
The black community is overpopulated. Yes, it is.
Statistically,
like your narrative,
African Americans are below replacement rates.
Let me say, hold on.
There are more abortions happening than live births. I just tried to bring in science.
You need to understand. No, you need to understand something, right?
They don't care about black babies. Don't
As a
care.
black
How would you know that, ma'am?
pro-abortion is by in itself theoretically against the black community. Point blank. Period.
Pro-life?
Point blank. Period.
No.
Point blank. Period.
How many pregnancy centers does the pro-life movement operate?
I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
More than
Wow.
2,500. How many maternity homes does the pro-life movement operate?
How many kids are in the foster care system?
More than
How many kids are
400.
still being ruined by bad parents? By the fact that a Republican Party cannot consistently take care of them? How many of these kids are consistently still not being taken care of? Yes, you mean to tell me? Yes, you
Ma'am,
mean
you
to
are
tell
shot.
Yes, you mean to tell me
Excuse me,
that I
that's
should
my mic.
continue?
Give me back my mic.
Yes, you mean to tell me that I should continuously keep on?
You are a eugenicist, ma'am, against your own race, and
Say it
that is
again. Say it
horrific.
again.
You are a
Say it louder.
eugenicist. You are a eugenicist, and that is horrific to hear you say that.
To this day, right now, Planned Parenthood actually helps the black community just in regards.
All right. So feel free.
I
Go ahead,
don't know
sound
where
off.
to begin.
It's me first.
Either one of y'all. It's either one of y'all can go.
I'm
This
just trying to
is-
figure out where I want to start.
Okay, because
You can start.
oh, okay, all right. Well, this is wild on so many levels. She sounds dumb as a bag of rocks. I hope that this is not a college campus that she's on, where she attends a college, because this is scary. Like, she doesn't know the meaning of overpopulated. She's if she believes what she says, it's you believe that the black community is overpopulated, so the answer is to kill. So you don't real. There's country. There's countryside. You couldn't move some over there. You wouldn't say, let's go build a new town. Before, you just saying kill them. And the reason why you saying that is because of, again, you've been purposely dumbed down in the education system. You don't understand the vocabulary. They use catchwords to, you feel like you're saying something because they're using catchwords. Overpopulated. What was the other? I forget the other word that she used. She kept reusing it. But it was another word that she kept.
I forgot that word. I just know she just sound dumb as hell. But
yeah, dumb as a bag of rocks. And
Don't disrespect bags of rocks.
yeah, she's how they used to say that the white supremacists will be emboldened. She's emboldened. She's emboldened to behave like this because she's been told that, oh, the world is racist and white supremacist and this and that, and nobody, and she's a black woman, can't nobody tell her no. And the fact that she went and felt the urge to grab the microphone, that's why I can't do things like that, because I'm not tolerating. Who the hell, you snatched the microphone out of my hand? This ain't for me.
Lou's in the house. Hi,
Louis
Lou.
V, what's up, big dog? Congratulations on your house in Texas, man. So proud of you, man. Shout out to your family. Much love to you, brother.
Big up, Lou Valentino.
C1, you're on point, man. I just think she sounds dumb as hell. I mean, I got something to say, but I'm gonna let Anna P cook, because I find hella problems in what she said. I find it a real big issue. You know what? I said I'm gonna let Anna P cook. I'm gonna let you go ahead and sound off because I got a lot to say.
So I literally grabbed a marker and like an old envelope to write down what stuff I wanted to touch
All
on.
right, fired off. Let's go.
Margaret Sanger, or whatever the heck her name was.
Margaret Sanger.
Sanger, right.
Yeah.
He is thrilled at the manipulation and self-destruction that she was able to sell to people like her, where they think it's empowerment. They believe that it's liberation from whether you want to look at it in terms of gender or race, it's empowering. You're taking your life into your own hands. And she is feeding into exactly what the goal of Planned Parenthood was, which was to put a stop to the growth of the Black population in America. There should be no reason where you have a white woman here advocating for all the resources that they're creating so that people can have these babies, and she's arguing against that. It's like, okay, if you think that Republicans aren't doing enough and that there isn't enough support for people that might not be ready to have children, why not push for more resources and to be allocated to that, to helping families start instead of abortion? That's the first thing. Preventative solutions do exist. You can be abstinent. You can use a condom. You can take Plan B. You can be on birth control. There are so many different avenues for you to just not end up in the situation to require an abortion.
What if you're at a pool party?
Huh?
What if you at a pool party?
A what?
A pool party. What if you're at a pool party?
A pool party? What does that mean? I'm sorry, I'm so lost. I don't know what a pool party has to do with this.
See one note. I mean, sometimes
I don't get it.
sometimes you're in the heat of the moment and you're somewhere where you're around a bunch of sluts and you want to do some nasty things because you want.
Wrap it then. Pull out. Do anything. There's so many different options you can choose from.
Blame it on the alcohol.
Get a Plan B pill afterwards. A lot of people don't understand how Plan B actually works, so they just think they consider it still like an abortion, but it's not.
Why are you offering sensible solutions to non-sensible people?
Because if you're already going to be driving down to Planned Parenthood to get an abortion, you might as well just drive there before you start getting sexually active and either grab the free condoms that they offer or get on birth control, because Planned Parenthood does. One thing that I do agree with the left on is Planned Parenthood does offer services more than abortion, and they do free STD testing, and they do free gynecological exams for women that can't afford it. So those benefits I am all for. And if you are already going to be driving down there, why not go before you need the abortion and get on birth control, get condoms, do whatever, take advantage of the services so that you never have to go there for an actual abortion.
Because
how is there no common sense?
Because it's cultural. It's not. It's what that girl is doing is like she's doing what's in style. If what you were talking about was in style, she would be doing that. She's like one of those people where it's just like a follower. Whatever the loudest music is that's playing and everybody says, yo, this is the cool thing, that's what she's doing. So that's why she just running with those goofy talking points. It doesn't make sense. She didn't think about it. She just attention.
She just wanted the attention.
I think jumped in front of the camera for attention.
But I think that she decided to walk up to the microphone because she thought she knew what she was talking about. And guess what? Here's the sad part. Not only did she think she was talking, she knew what she was talking about, but she had people clapping for her.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have, Anna P, this is something similar to having an Armenian be the loudest person with the microphone to represent all of the things that have killed and taken advantage of Armenian people. So she is on a soapbox asking people to do what these racist, white individuals wanted to do the entire time to black people, which was extinguish the race.
Mhm.
Her talking points are, we are overpopulated. Chick,
13% of the entire population of the United States. That is not overpopulated.
where does she get this from, though? Who's telling her that we're overpopulated? I've never heard Biden say it. I've never heard Kamala say it. Who is she getting this from? Did Jasmine Crockett say it?
I
It's
think
from
Waters?
the aura. It's from what's going on in society right now. That's her take on it. You know,
well, I
like
think
they get to
in
say
that,
anything.
so in the other post that had this video, that I was reading the comments, and a lot of people were saying that she just slipped on her wording, and she meant to say that the black communities, like the urban areas, are overpopulated. And even still, that is not a solid argument to make.
No.
Well, I mean,
Well, because they don't understand. They've equated abortion to they've cheapened that word. They told them it's a right and all types of stuff, and it's your
Liberating.
body. And they've been manipulated, like you said. They've been manipulated.
Mhm.
It's not their body.
all right. So, question: Who in the community is preaching to them to get a husband before they have sex? Who in their community is preaching to them to stop having so many baby daddies and to focus on one relationship, or focus on your career? Make sure that you have enough to take care of yourself and your family when you create one. That way you don't have to depend on the government to take care of you and your family. Or if you decide to flush it, then if you already got that type of mentality, don't create one in the first place. They all sound like she sounds so ignorant. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, it blows my mind how ignorant she sounds, but she's so loud and confident at the same time. Thank you so much for the super chat. Overpopulation is a one world order talking point.
Yeah. And she
Yep.
And you know what other thing that I noticed with her? She does not listen to understand when, I don't know who the white lady is, but she's not listening to understand or to actually hear what the argument being made against her point is. She can't even hear herself. That's why she's like, oh, did I say that? Run the tape back. Girl, you fucking said that.
She did say that.
Said it.
She did
That's-
say that.
that's
And I
part of
went
the
back to the
emboldening.
comments. I'm sorry. Go ahead, C1.
My part. I didn't mean to cut you. I just
You
said
go,
that's part
bro.
of the emboldening. Embolden, whatever. Maybe misusing the word, but she's emboldened. That's part of being emboldened. She
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
feel like she has to have answers or be able to clarify what she's saying.
Yeah.
She could just get up there, say anything.
Well, she knows that the camera is rolling, and she don't want to be embarrassed, but she want to be the one to have a drop. To have a mic drop moment, and that's another problem with these idiots. It's like, this is not a talent show. Your aunts and your mother told you can sing, but you really cannot sing. So put the microphone down, give it to somebody else, and step away. You know nothing about politics. You know nothing about the world. You know nothing about black culture. But because you have locks and you're a black person at a PWI, you feel like you should have the loudest voice. And somebody actually did post this inside of the chat. Inside of the video, they said, and this is what she said. She says the black community is overpopulated. And somebody said, wait a minute, you just now said that there are too many black people. And she says, I didn't say that. If you say we're overpopulated, that is clearly saying we need to do something to get rid of the black people.
They don't
Like
have
you said,
the
20 million.
ability to. That's critical thinking. That's like basic critical thinking. So if we're saying there's too many, what's the next thing? We got to get rid of some, huh?
Yeah.
How do we do that?
Advocating for your own population decline. That is absolutely wild.
Mm-hmm.
That is
That's
crazy.
the power of propaganda.
It is propaganda. You're completely right. And these schools are not doing any service. They're doing a disservice to these malleable minds. And
And
clearly they aren't being taught critical thinking for them to take a step back and question their own belief system. Why would why would they want you to think, instead of teaching you safe sex and how to not end up in this situation, why are they telling you that an abortion is the only solution and it's a women's rights issue? Why not
modern,
teach accountability and responsibility? And responsibility, so you never have to have anything like this to be accountable for.
modern feminism.
You said
That's
modern feminism?
modern feminism. That's why they can tell her that. That's why they don't tell her those things. And they tell her the opposite. They tell these girls the opposite. You can be whatever you want to be. You don't need a man. Remember, misogyny, mansplaining, all those things, all the things that they hate Andrew Tate for, all the things that they hate the red pill and all of those guys for. They've been told the opposite. That's the reason why a lot of this stuff is going on, because feminism took over. And you got men that are feminists that don't even realize that they're feminists.
Those are men that just don't know how to get any women, so they think that by wearing the feminist badge, it's going to get them lucky.
Well,
No,
you know
it's a
who
lot of
that
men. It's
also,
a lot of men that's married men that are feminists.
that's what I was about to say.
Friends
So
with
here's the thing too,
girlfriends and
because
all kind of. They're feminists.
Their
and that's
wives wear the pants in the relationship.
well that too, but
And the way that they think and the way that they move and the things they support.
and they do it to appease the women. They
Mm-hmm.
do it to appease their daughters. The women, Michelle Obama told the women before voting for Kamala that whatever your man is saying, forget about that. If he is not in support of you and he's not voting for Kamala, then he does not love you the way that he claimed he loved you. She's telling women this about their husbands, about their baby fathers, about their brothers, about their uncles. Any man that's thinking about voting for Trump and claim that they love you, they are lying. That's what she told women.
It
And that's
wasn't even
about
just
women.
Michelle, though. Think about what Obama said to young black men.
What do you say?
You haven't seen that clip?
I've seen the clip, but what part are you talking about specifically?
Where I don't remember exactly.
He was trying to
But he was
browbeat black
basically
dudes
saying,
because we
like,
had a responsibility.
it's basically you're sexist if you don't vote for Kamala.
Mm-hmm. That is feminist. That's feminism.
Policies matter
It is
more
feminism.
than the gender. Policies and yeah, honestly, when it comes to politics, for me, it's all policies. You could be a Democrat and have the same secure the border message that Trump ran with, and I will agree with you. I'm not looking at the label. I'm worried about what policies are going to be put into place, not the letter next to your name.
But there's a big portion of the country that's been told, pay attention to the skin color. Forget about the policies. It's all about the skin color. If Obama says it, it's cool. Obama says, I didn't like Obama from day one.
I never liked your
you.
pretty ass, Otis.
She was gonna hate me. The first time I ever voted was for Obama in 2012.
That's cool. I get it. A lot of people did. But when I saw him, I was just like, yo, I don't like this dude. He's a sneak. Where did he come from? His name? Nah, none of it. But when he came out with that slogan, hope and change, I was just like, yo, I was like, this is horrible. And everybody, yo, hope it. I said, hope is so open. Hope for what? Change for what? What are you talking about? Change. Change can be good or bad. What is just open change? Yeah, we need change. We need
Change
hope.
in what direction? That's the question that we should have been asking, but
That's
we
the
didn't.
question, and nobody asked that question. Why? because he's black. And if you ask that question, yo man, you a house Negro. Yo man, you hate your people. You not riding. Is it? Or if you're white and you asked it, oh you racist. You hating on the black man. You don't want to see it. But that was the question you were supposed to ask.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
that's why I'm
we
saying
were taught not to
politics.
ask these questions based on skin color.
This is exactly why I'm saying that politics needs to return to policy, because the reason that, even though everyone considers me to be conservative or Republican, the reason I don't consider myself any of those labels is because you could have somebody like Mitt Romney running and he's warmonger, rhino type. I will not vote for him. It has nothing to do with it, because I want to see what policies you're going to put into place. And then if you have somebody that's a Democrat but has more of a America First type of agenda, I would vote for them. I don't care about any of the labels. I just want to see the policies.
I can't do that anymore
can't
because a lot more people come with the person that's at the top of the ticket. Like I can't just vote for a Democrat anymore because he says the right thing or she says the right thing anymore for my vote. I know for a fact that they're lying to me to try to get in my pockets. It's like somebody who's hugging you and stabbing you in the back at the same time. I voted Democrat my entire life, and this was the very first time I voted conservative, and everybody want to make me feel like sugar honey iced tea for it. And I don't care. At first I did. I really did. I promise you I did. I really did. And I do get tired of hearing when I'm at Lowe's or Walmart or at the bank or at Giant or at the Safeway, no matter where I am, the daggone gas station. I'm at Famous Dave's picking up some ribs. People always talking about, man, this clown in the White House, he messing everything up, huh? Like, bro, just because I'm black don't mean that we on this point. And plus, at the same time, nigga, I seen what you drove here in. Your car's cleaner than mine, is newer than mine. And you want to complain about where this country is going. You're doing well. You're here picking up ribs just like I'm picking up ribs.
Like I said, it's American privilege.
It's like the mixtape. It's the latest mixtape. It's cool to say that. That's why they don't think about it. They're not thinking. They're just saying it. It's just something to say like, yo, what's good? You like them Eagles? You like them birds or whatever? That's all. Yo, yeah. Man, yo, Wade. Shut up.
Yeah.
You just saying what you heard so-and-so say. You didn't think about it, because if we start talking about it, now you're gonna be like, damn, well, I ain't know that. I ain't know this. I ain't know that. Damn. You got a point right there.
Hey, but then too, hey, C1, check this out too. When you make a connection with them, just to let them know that the people that they vote for or that they fully support have done the same thing, but on a scale bigger than what they're complaining about, they don't want to accept it. One of those things being immigration. You point out Obama's position on immigration. Don't nobody want to hear that. Nope. They just want to complain about Trump. They want to complain about Tom Homan.
Nope. It's cognitive dissonance.
I'm sorry, what?
It's called cognitive dissonance.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to use that in a sentence, but for some strange reason, because I know the context, but I really don't know. If you ask me
the easiest example of cognitive dissonance is, smoking is bad for you and can give you lung cancer, but you still choose to smoke. You know something as a fact, but you still choose to make.
Why you choose to pick that one? Because that one right there is already kicking my ass, because I like weed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm vaping, so we all practice cognitive dissonance, but it's just logical policy. Cognitive dissonance is a little bit.
And it's just like it's just sometimes being able to admit it. You see how you can I can admit, like, all right, yeah, I shook my head. Yeah, smoking can be bad for your health and this and that. I'm smoking right now, and I know I'm going to smoke again later on. But she's not lying. She's not wrong. I'm not going to sit here and fight it like, no, fuck that. No, she's not lying. It is what it is. So that other kind of cognitive dissonance is something different with that. Like, it's wrong and you're just gonna go with it anyway, just that's
You
like
know,
ego or something like that. Like what is
I'm gonna tell you why. It's because the crowd is over there. They don't need to make any sense of it. All they need to know is most of us going this way. It's like if somebody is okay, you're sitting down with your lady, you're at the park, right? C1, you already know what it is. You sitting down with your lady, you at the park. You see 10 people running. You're gonna get up and start running. Well, probably not now, because right now you're gonna look around and be like, bro, this ain't me no more. When I was younger, I would have gotten up and running. Right now, I'm clutching and I'm looking at what's the threat.
mm-hmm.
And then I'm moving accordingly at first, but you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So with black people seeing that 92% of black people are voting this way, well, we're all going this way for a reason. When black people are looking at Trump's rally that he has going on probably right now, they're looking in the crowd for black people. They're counting the black people. I don't see one. Okay, there's another one over there. Those are just token blacks. But when they
Can I
see
say one thing though, regarding exactly what you just said? If they see them in the background of where Trump is standing at the podium, they're going to be like, "Oh, they were placed there specifically
they're tokens.
to be within the camera shot." But then if they don't put anyone there of any minority, they're going to be like, "See, it's all white people.
It's all white people." Yeah.
I was at a Trump rally. I went to a Trump rally when he came to Philly. And when I tell people that in certain arguments, it just like the conversation just stops.
It stops. And they look at you weird.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Because,
the enemy at that point.
Yeah, and they thought they were telling me, "Oh no, he does this and he does that." And I said, "No, I was at the rally. It was Trump was doing classy shit that I've never seen anybody do. We were standing out there. I don't know what month it was, but it was hot as fish grease out there. Beaming sun, one of them crazy Trump lines where you waiting to get in the venue. At one point, man, they came out there and they were just like, "Yo, everybody gets waters." I said, "Yo, I've never seen anything like this
at all." Because they selling waters $3 a bottle.
People waiting in line to get it. Get out of here.
Yeah.
It was so much of like he said, it's like a love fest. People was just there. They brought the waters to the front of the line and people just passing the waters back. You didn't have to run up and try to go grab a water. They just passed the waters, keep passing them back till everybody had water. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You get up in there. Them people told we went up in the building. We thought they were going to tell us like, okay, seats over here, this and that. You go up in there, they're like, "Yo, sit where you want to sit. You want to sit behind him and be on TV? You could sit right there. You want to sit in front of him on the stage face? You could sit right there. Go ahead. Do what you want to do." Like, it was Africans in there, Asians, whites, blacks, like Puerto Ricans, like it was an experience. You know what I'm saying?
The race doesn't even matter. It's people that love this country.
Exactly.
That's the one distinction that I've noticed. Democrats today, and as a former Democrat, I'm saying this, it feels like they think it's racist and all whatever words you want to put into it to love this country. They don't think the country deserves that kind of a respect. Whereas even if for conservatives, I've met and I go to Turning Point USA events, and even there, I've had so many conversations with different people, and they've said, "Yeah, okay, there's flaws in this country, but there's no place like this on the planet, and we have to appreciate and lift up all the good of this country that it has to offer."
And honestly, hold on. Before we move on, let me go ahead and read these super chats, guys. And thank y'all for pulling up. Don't forget to hit the like button, gang. And for all my blues, thank y'all for helping out. The government tricked women into working instead of raising a family by telling them they're oppressed if they don't work. Same with abortions, telling women it makes them independent. Psyops. Hold on 1 second. You can address them in a minute. Well, You can address them in a minute. Just hold on to that. Put a pin in that. Whatever you was about to say, I'm gonna let you cook after this. Take the bill, and thank you so much, R Heath. I appreciate you. Fact is, President Trump never took a paycheck for being president. From what I heard, that is absolutely the truth. The global population is still growing, but the annual growth rate has dropped from a peak of 2.3% in 1963 to 0.9% in 2023. Roman Empire, what was this? What did it say? Rapa Nui, Mayans, and other civilizations survived it, but historically, this is bad. Okay, go ahead, Anna P. You was about to say something.
Oh, for the first super chat that you read,
Go ahead, it's up.
this is just a joke that I keep saying, and I got it from a meme. But when I get to wherever in the afterlife,
Heaven.
hopefully heaven, yes, I am fighting the women that fought for us to work.
You're fighting for the women who fought for you to
I'm
work.
fighting them. I'm just going in, arms swinging.
You're gonna fight them. You're not fighting for. You're gonna fight them.
I'm gonna fight them for putting us in this position. Because think about this now. All these women that are working now, what are their hobbies? Baking and cooking and cleaning and organizing and making little reels and TikToks about all the things that we were doing for free in the past.
And cheating and twerking and going on and being
No,
flowed out and
I'm
being
not
flued
talking
out.
about that. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not
I thought he's naming. I thought he's naming the things that they do because this is what a lot of them do.
what they're doing now. Yeah,
Getting
that's
flued out.
other people, not me. But
But
I mean,
sorry
go
to
ahead.
cut you. I think he was absolutely right though about it being a psyop, and that's the trick by telling women that it's a right and something's being taken away from you if you can't do it. You know, because that's how they have like the 60-year-old women out there talking about abortion. Yo, you're 60. Well, you're bugging.
You're 60.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah, relax, old lady.
It's our right and our.
Yeah, and
Ain't a
on
little
top
bit
of that,
past that.
it's because the government realized that why are we taxing half the population when we can be taxing the whole population?
I think it's spiritual.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
I think it's demonic.
it's cosmic. It's good and evil.
I mean, I'm not
And
saying that I'm against women working. I don't want to come off that way, but
Yeah,
I
Too
don't.
late. You already said it.
No, I mean, I was joking, but like realistically, I'm not saying that women shouldn't be working, but I do think that this whole feminism wave has gone so far where they're all like women's right to choose. And then whenever a woman chooses to be a stay-at-home mom, she gets flack from the same feminists that are saying that women should be empowered to make their own decisions. That hypocrisy does not sit well with me.
and Anna, we have common sense. Like
Yeah.
you know,
Common sense is not common.
Yeah, I can have conversation with you. I understand what you mean. I don't think that you mean that all women shouldn't work. You know what I mean? And that's what we're talking about. Like some of this stuff where these people like they can't have a regular conversation. Now, if you said like, yo, with a different tone or a different context, you're like, yo, women shouldn't work. Like, nah, and I'm against that. Like they should be at the crib all the time. Okay. But in the conversation that we're having, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get it. And I'm not dissing you in any way. You know what I'm saying? I'm using it as an example.
Well, I think women should not be working. I think women should not be voting. I think that the household should vote, and that should be the man. The man should be voting for the entire family. But this is not La La Land. This is not a fairy tale. So this is not going to ever happen because most women do not want to be led by a man. They don't.
What if my man wants to vote for Kamala and I want to vote for Trump?
Then the man votes for Kamala because he represents the household. He's the head. He runs it. But a lot of women, I mean, if you want to call a spade, you're going to have to accept it however it goes. Like you accept your way of life based off of how he gets out there and get that money. You stay in the house and you take care of the family and you take care of the children and everything else. And you trust that he's going to go out there and do the right things to bring home the bacon and take care of all of the necessities. So if he can do all of that and you trust him to do all of that, then trust him to vote for the family. Trust him to pay attention to what's going on, have conversations with him. You can still put your 2 pennies in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can put your 2 pennies in there. What he's going to do, he represents the entire family. He's the one that go and pull the lever for the whole family. It will be less complicated that way. But a lot of women are so independent. People not finding husbands. People don't want to be married. They don't want to be in relationships no more. And they're like, it just doesn't work. And it doesn't, because most women nowadays, they want to do whatever they want to do. Most men, they want to do whatever they want to do. Most men can do whatever they want to do. Most women think they can do whatever they want to do, but they are not men. And when they realize that, when they're stuck with a baby for 9 months, whereas the man can continue to go make babies that entire 9 months with 9 other women if he wants to, is a difference. So it's just a lot to consider. Am I wrong?
No. I can see your point of view.
I can understand where you're coming from. I don't fully agree with it, but because especially given today's day and age where we have so many what they call soy boys, like the same male feminists that C1 was talking about. I feel like the shift in logical women is changing, and Candace and people like her and Megyn Kelly are really pushing that front forward.
Well, you know what? I will also say this. I mean, because the shift in logical women is moving forward, but I don't know about Megan, but I know Candace says that she allows her man to run her household. She says, I have to continue to say says, because I really don't see that in her whole personality. I don't see that in Candace's makeup. Do you? I don't see that, bro. I don't see her allowing a man to run her household. That's just not me. That's like, I mean, and matter of fact, y'all let me know in the chat if y'all believe that Candace is really letting her husband run the household, because I don't see it. And I love Candace. I think Candace is absolutely phenomenal. I think she's an amazing woman. And thank you so much for the super chat, Red Bucks. And John, I forgot to tell you, brother. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I want to show y'all this right here. Anna P and C1. Check this out. I want to hear what y'all have to say about this one right here. This one says she wants 15 kids by the end of next year. She wants 15 kids by the end of next year. Y'all check this out. Hit the like button, gang.
Okay, we listen, but we don't judge. Yes, I had my first child at 13. I got pregnant at 13. Then I had another one at 15. Then popped another one at 16. Then 17. Then 18. 19, and so on. Yes, I have 7 kids. I'm not ashamed of it, from 7 different men. And I'm currently pregnant right now with my 8th child. And that's by my food stamp plug. That helps me get $3,000 a month in food and groceries. So yes, I mean, I was young, but I don't care. I don't care. I love 7 kids, and I'm going to continue to have more and more and more. Might end up with 15 next year. Who knows? But like I said, yeah, it's me. It is me, your food stamp queen, EBT queen, $3K a month. If you want some stamps, let us put you in a game. Simple as that. 7 kids, 7 baby daddies.
Bless her heart.
Sorry, I'm just trying to jot down my thoughts right now so I can.
Hey, you good? C1, here's my thing, bro. Why do people keep putting their dingling inside of her?
Because it's easy.
Even if it's easy.
That's yo. Remember,
even if it's easy, could you imagine what her house looks like?
Ugh,
She probably got
I
some
don't
good
want
sex
to.
though. I'm just okay, guys. Listen, we're all adults here. It's after 10:30. I don't think that any of y'all understand. But to have 7 kids by 7 different fathers, she gotta have some type of in a way. But nobody should be experiencing that without a cap. You should definitely be wearing a damn rubber if you going to entertain that one right there. I'm sorry.
How many baby daddies does she have?
7.
7 with one on the
7.
way from her 8th.
Okay. Let me know whenever I can start my list.
You're fine, and it's just wild that you up there
Is this a
taking notes and
skit?
doing math. Carry the
Is
one.
this a skit? That's what I want to know. If it's a skit, she is
It's not.
terrible
It's,
for.
it's not.
I
This
know,
is
but I'm
real.
just saying, giving her some sort of thing. If it was a skit, why are you feeding into stereotypes that make you look bad? That's okay. But now that I know it's not a skit, why are you treating your kids as a commodity? Why are you bringing kids into this world where you're not trying to make them and shape them into being contributing members of society who are going to make the world a better place? You're seeing them as a check. The next one, she said, I might have 15 by next year. You're pregnant with your 8th kid and you think by next year you're going to have 15 kids? The math doesn't math.
The math is stupid, and she's so dumb. Like, how you gonna have? You gotta. She does realize that she's not a man, right? Because the only way that she can have 15 kids by next year is to be a man and go impregnate that many women. She's a woman. She has to wait 9 months in order to have one. And if she lucks up, she might have quintuplets. That might give her, you know what I mean? She need to have more at one time in order to achieve that goal. But to just tap in what you're saying, what you said about her hustling the system, just having babies, using her kids as just as a way to get money. This is what they do in the hood. I know
Not
a lot
just
of people who do
a lot
this.
of people do this. It's
Yes.
not limited to one race or one ethnicity or anything. Lower income people will do this kind of behavior.
But not
And
to
it's
this
a
kind of
lack of
people. No,
education.
this is more than lower income. This is like degenerate.
Get it sad.
Like it's a lot of low income communities and low income people all over the planet that don't do that and take pride in it. Like, yo, it's what we said earlier. You got to bring back shame. She has no shame.
One thing I do want to just get clarification on, because I don't know if I heard her say it correctly, but she said my EBT plug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some kind of plug.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Is it like trading EBT cards like drugs?
Okay. All right. So, okay. So for a certain amount, you can get, it used to be like this. For $1, $1 American, you can pay for 2 to 5 food stamps. So if you have $200 in food stamps, usually if you're on drugs and you're trying to support your habit, or if you need to pay bills, or if you're down bad and you need to pay your bills, or if you're a drunkard and you're trying to buy something to drink, you take your food stamps to somebody and you sell them for half of whatever the food stamp amount is. So if you have 300, you're selling for $150 in cash, so you can go and buy, because nobody's going to sell you drugs for, well, they might now, because they can flip it and make more money for it. So apparently one of her guys that she get her EBT card from, her $3,000 of food stamps from, he became her baby father. So she don't have to pay him anything. As a matter of fact, he has to pay her now for 18 years because he impregnated her, little dumbass. And he deserved it. She's collecting baby daddies like Pokemon. So that's what she's doing. She's just running the play. And she's not the only person doing it. So this is something that people do all the time. They figure out a way to take advantage of the system, and they vote to continue to take advantage of the system. Like C1 was saying earlier today, they all know. It's just that they're quiet about it because they benefit off of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely ridiculous. This is why whenever I don't know what politician it was. I don't know if it was
Kamala.
no, it wasn't on this. It wasn't something that was discussed during this election cycle, but
Okay.
they were saying that they want to have drug screenings for anyone that's on government assistance. And now I'm thinking that that might not be a bad idea, because if you're getting government assistance and you're selling it in order to fund your drug habit, that means you're never going to get off this assistance.
Well, the Democrats will never support that in their cities. They will never back that. Unless an executive order is written for that, it won't get passed, unfortunately, because they want their people to stay on public assistance as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
They want to keep them beholden to them. Like, we need you to remain our slaves. In order to do that, we need to have something to hold over you.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. And I also do think that weed would have to be federally legalized before they do something like that, because a lot of Americans, even in the South and in predominantly red states, do smoke weed, and that would also trigger the drug test. So
It will. I
They
think they
stopped
should
testing.
have to. I'm sorry. Go ahead, C1.
A lot of places stopped testing for weed.
in LA, they still do. For my employment drug testing, they still test it for weed, even though it's legal in California.
But it depends on the type of job. But a lot of jobs and places, they stopped testing.
Yeah, because they want them. They want to support the criminals. They support the criminals. They support the crooks. They support the women that just want to have endless babies from baby fathers. They support that mentality because they know that these individuals, we can control them. We can run them because clearly they're not thinking. Clearly they're not thinking. If I know a 15-year-old who has 4 children, if I know a 17-year-old, they got 3 children, 4 children, and they're all by different fathers, yeah, I can use her. And more than likely, I can use her mother too, her sisters or brothers, because she comes from a neighborhood where this is supported, this is celebrated. She comes from one of them neighborhoods where people are celebrated when they get out of jail, but they're not celebrated when they graduate from college.
And I'm going to be able to use her kids too.
And so forth and so on. It's like a generational thing. And that's, bro, this is ridiculous, man.
It's like an assembly line.
It is.
Yeah.
It's genius.
And Sling Blade makes a great point where he just gave another example regarding the abortion conversation that we were having. Tube side, that's another option. So you never have to worry about having an abortion.
Mm-hmm.
Sling Blade, thank you so much for the super chat. Everyone is entitled to one mistake, but when they come back with number 2, them tubes need to be tied. They too dumb to be breeding. Let me tell you something. That will happen if Planned Parenthood was a conservative company. Unfortunately, it's not. It's not. They're not there to enforce sensibility or common sense, or to enforce citizens to learn more about their communities and do something positive toward it. They're not there for that. They're there to F up the community. They're there to extinguish the community. And when they see that so if we can't abort your baby, then at least give us your baby father's information, so that when the federal government give you money for that kid, we know who to come back for, who to get that money from when the time comes. Like, we know who to hold accountable for this.
Yeah.
This is crazy, man. Thank you, Sling Blade. I appreciate you, brother.
And
Appreciate the super chat. And John O'Rourke. So there is an underground EBT market hustle. There should be a Netflix docuseries on this. It will probably be interesting. I mean, extremely interesting. Let me tell you something. Bro, this has been happening since I've been a kid, man. Before we got the cards, the EBT cards, and they gave you a book with the brown stamps and the green stamps and the blue. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep. I wanted to say this about the abortion thing real quick.
Go ahead, big dog.
They also leave out of that abortion argument that a lot of these women in the hood have had multiple abortions. It's not just, oh, something happened and she needed to have an abortion. And they're like, no, man, some of these girls have had 3 and 4 and 5 abortions. That's their
livelihood.
That is their plan B.
Yeah.
Like, they leave that out. They don't want to talk about that. Because
after the first one, you would think, because one other aspect that a lot of people don't talk about is abortions aren't easy on your body. It takes a toll on your body. And if you have half a soul, it messes with your mental. And I know girls that have had abortions, and they will never be those people at those pro-choice rallies, hurrah, wearing the hats and saying my body, my choice, because they live with that decision that they made years ago to this day, and it has changed them in a way that I don't think they understood would happen.
You have a good heart, Anna P. Let me tell you something. These little demons that be pooping out these babies in these abortion clinics, they ain't got no soul.
Facts.
They can care less about, I want to say pooping, but y'all know the word I want to say, but they just go and they have one. They realize they're pregnant. They say, I don't feel like being pregnant right now. We in bad terms. As a matter of fact, I don't know who this belonged to. I'm about to go flush it. And plus they say it's free, or they'll contact the guy and be like, yo, I'm pregnant and we not together. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna need you to go half or something. Just let me know what's up. It's gonna be 140. It's gonna be 170. I gotta go and pay this in order for them to get this baby up out of me. You know what I mean? Or they just go straight to CVS or what you call it, or Walgreens, and they purchase a Plan B. Take that bad boy, flush it, and then they off to the races to make another one.
Plan B is not the abortion pill. I hope we're clear on that. Plan B, what it does is it makes the lining thick. So if an egg is fertilized, it can't attach. So it's not an abortion pill. The abortion pill is once the egg has already implanted, and they give you a pill to have your body get rid of it. Those are two different things.
Okay, school me more about the Plan B, because which one do they go to the store and get?
The store is Plan B. Plan B you can get over the counter, and what the hormones in Plan B does is, if your body has not released an egg, it automatically stops any egg from being released.
And you got to do this within the first month?
No. This is only if you had unprotected sex, then within the first 72-hour period, you have to take it. Okay. It becomes less effective once you get closer to 72 hours afterwards. And if an egg has not been released, it'll stop your ovary from releasing for the next 3 days. And if an egg has been released, then it will make your uterine lining thicker so that the egg cannot attach to it.
So essentially, it prevents you from getting pregnant.
Exactly.
It doesn't flush a pregnancy.
It does not flush a pregnancy. If the egg has already implanted, then the Plan B pill will not do anything.
Okay. All right.
But the abortion pill is not Plan B. The abortion pill is something that you take once the egg has already implanted and it is a fetus or embryo, baby, and it will get rid of it. But the abortion pill is only, I think, within the first 3 months. If I'm not mistaken.
I honestly don't believe abortion pills work on these new chicks. Like these bras will be 3, 4, 5 months pregnant and be in the damn club drinking Long Island iced teas, smoking weed. Am I lying? And they still end up having them.
Mm-hmm.
Like the baby just be born like just crazy as they mother is.
Mm-hmm.
Hell,
Just out here in the world.
just out here about to raise another generation of crazy ass people. Oh my gracious, bro. I cannot be a woman, man. I thought about it. I'm not gonna be a woman. I'm not. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, man, they made it sound real good
Don't
during
do it,
from
man.
2020 to 2024.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh no, I'm not gonna
Stay
identify as a
right
woman.
where you are.
Yeah, I'm a chill right here. I'm good.
It's good over here.
Oh Jesus! If I did, I would be like Bruce Jenner. I'm not getting my ding-a-ling cut off, and I'm going to still date women. I mean, that's what he do. So essentially, he just the freak, just in cosplay, dressing up like a woman, and he's still straight.
You're just having a good time.
He just having a good time. Rick James.
But honestly, at least he still has his common sense, or she.
You talking about his? Is that common sense meaning his dingling, or you talking about his?
No, common sense, as in
He has the wherewithal to.
She, whatever, knows that trans athletes should not compete against biological females. You know what I mean? Like just the simple, regular things that have been normal for all of society's history. He can admit that.
Do Armenians get are there Armenian trans people in the United States?
I'm sure. Not that I know any.
Do you know any Armenian people who have had an EBT card?
Yes, multiple.
Okay.
When my family first came to the US in 2000, we were on food stamps for I think about a year, but it wasn't the card. It was like paper that you would cut at the
it was
store.
from the book. It was from the book.
Yeah. And I remember my parents would always get super embarrassed taking that out to use it.
Let me tell you something. I used to pull out that book with pride. I'm trying to tell you. In our neighborhood, please, I pulled out that book with pride. As a matter of fact, I would go down that bad boy with a blue number 5, and he'll be like, yo, you can't use that because you need the book. And I will have to go back home and get the book and bring it back because sometimes they was strict like that. You couldn't just come in there with a Lucy. You come in there with a Brown, which is a $1 joint. But yeah, I
remember those days.
You never had an EBT, brother?
No, I never had an EBT.
Shit, man, when we was growing up, we had that.
I've been around them, but I never had an EBT.
I've never had an EBT. We've had, not my wife and I, because we've never been on, that's a lie. In our first year of being parents, we had WIC. I don't know if y'all know what WIC is. Mm-hmm. But we had WIC. We used to get the little certificates, and we went to the grocery store and we got our juicy juice and our Enfamil or lactose free stuff for our baby formula and stuff like that. But yeah, when we had WIC just for 1 year, and this is how you're supposed to have it. So people abuse these systems, believing that because you're supposed to have these temporarily until you get on your feet. These people will have it from baby after baby after baby after baby, and then their generation, their baby that they had while they were on it, will become a teenager and end up doing it again and again and again. And it's like training their kids up to do the same thing. It's like a family business.
They make it a lifestyle.
But that's the result that you get whenever you sell the victimhood mentality, where this is as good as it's going to get for you. And there is no way for you to achieve anything more than this.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see that as the standard of success, what do you expect?
Yep.
I agree. Nate's memes. Poor and uneducated vote for more government programs. Yep, that's usually how it is. They want bigger government so that they can get more stuff. Been watching since you had less than 10,000 subs. Thank you so much, Kane's Catharsis. Appreciate you. Shout out to Cross Cultural Music Reacts. Shout out to Cross Cultural Music Reacts. You inspired me to finally start streaming. Great channel, man. I wish you much love on your channel. Everybody go check out Cultural Music Reacts, and thank you so much for the super chats. And Nate's memes, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Correct me if I'm mistaken, please. Don't some parents sell their children's social security numbers to other people and parents so they gain the benefit once it's reported? It could be $5,000 to $10,000. I haven't heard about that hustle.
I
haven't heard about that hustle. I can't say anything about it.
People do all kinds of things.
There was this one story. I don't know if I saw it on Reddit or Instagram, but this mom had not sold. The mom had taken out so many loans and accumulated debt on her daughter's social security card. And from whenever her daughter had started working from age 15, the mom would take her paychecks and say that she's putting it into a savings account for her. But it turned out that that was not. Her mom was just blowing through her daughter's paychecks. And she screwed up her daughter's credit score from before her daughter was even 18. And on top of that, all the money that her daughter had been saving by giving her paychecks to her mom was completely gone. And that was, I think, around 20,000, because I mean she was working part-time from 15 to 18.
Wow.
I believe it.
She wanted to know if she had any legal grounds to sue her mom, but it's like, at that point, what do you do?
Take her up out of here.
People should not be parents.
What'd you say?
You should take her up out of here.
Damn, man.
Yeah. I was saying some people should not become parents. That's true.
Why not?
If you're going to be using your kid to make a buck, whether it's through food stamps or your kid's social security number, that parenthood life should not be for you. Because the only people that should become parents are the ones that actually want to love and create a better future for their children.
What if, because I will say, they're no different from Deion Sanders and his sons or the Ball brothers.
World, I don't know anything about this stuff.
I mean, this is when people fail to do a thing in their own lives, or they do something big in their own lives, and they want to continue that legacy through their own kids, so they guide them to do the exact same thing. And sometimes it's not for the kids, sometimes it's for you.
So basically like the pageant moms.
Yeah, like the pageant moms. They dress their kids up and their little daughters up in all this makeup and big hair and little wild dresses, just so they can win something. They not caring about the little girls. They abuse the hell out of them and make them do things when they don't feel like it and take advantage of them. But it's not about the kids at all. It's usually about the parents.
Okay, so taking that into consideration, the way that I would adjust my perspective is, before you become a parent, you really need to have a sit down with yourself and think about if the reasons you're bringing life into this world is for your own selfish need, whether it's monetary or how that kid is going to represent you, if it's going to make you look good. If you are the center of the reason for bringing life into the world, don't do it, because you're going to mess up that kid.
Well,
No, no.
it's that's idealistic,
I don't know.
but
It is idealistic. I
yeah, it,
completely agree with you on that.
yeah. In the real world where we are, kids just gonna come.
Yep.
It's just gonna they're gonna come how they come. You know, we need to do better with like how not how Shorty was with the I got 8 baby fathers and all kind of nonsense like that.
Mhm.
But it's too many different kind of people in the world. Somebody just was at the office party and bang, now you popped up. You know what I'm saying? It's like 6 million ways to die. It's 6 million ways a baby is going to be born.
Yep.
So and good people come from bad situations, and bad people come from good situations.
I
Hey,
agree.
C1, what you think about this though?
What's that?
Some people have babies to keep and trap a man.
Some people do, but
If
that
the man didn't want you before
it's a
the
roll
kid,
of the dice. It all depends on the man, because the man, it might be a man that, all right, he took the bait, he stayed and he stuck around, but you might have rolled it and tried to do it on one, and you're just like, yo, nice try, it didn't work on him. Papa was a Rolling Stone, so you gambling at that point.
Hey, but C1, you do know that a lot of these women, they be pregnant by Van, but C1 is their man. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. And you won't find out until the baby is like 10 or 11 years old, 12 years old, maybe. Because I've been seeing videos, youngins, these new youngins, they are getting tests done. And they are running up on their girls like, wait a minute, I just now had a test on me and the baby, and you had me thinking that I was this kid's father for 7 years? I want my money back.
Mama's baby, Papa's maybe.
Papa's maybe. Papa's maybe. See, Anna P, you're too innocent for that. You don't understand that part right there. That right there.
That's where they get that's where they get them like, yo, he looks like the mailman.
He looked like
oh, okay, got it.
he looked like the mailman. He favored Mr. Charlie down the street.
Yeah.
Why get married and have?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening. Why get married?
Why get married? Why settle down with someone if you want to still have your freedom to do whatever you want? Why? I mean, I know why. Logically, I understand it. People want the comfort of not being alone and finances and all this other stuff. But
what are you really asking? Are you saying why marry somebody if you still plan on running the streets?
yes.
Because running the streets
And
is
I just
fun.
answered my own question.
Because most people are selfish. Most people want what they want. And sometimes it's not an indictment on you. It's not saying that you're not doing enough, you're not beautiful enough, you're not fun enough. It's not any of that. It's just they simply want what they want. And you allow them the space to go out there and get what they want on the side of you. Mm-hmm. Like you're not a helicopter girlfriend, you're not a helicopter wife or something like that. And they really don't believe in, like, most people just want to spread their seed around if they're men. Most women want to be in a relationship. And until they get in that relationship, they're willing to put extra value on that box and their mouthpiece in order to get this guy, but not realizing that once he got it, he good. He's straight. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I've been married for too long.
I don't know. I have different views on how a relationship should be.
How do we get
morals? You sound like you have morals.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope that's what it is.
You have morals and good values. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. You come from a family, a loving family, a mom and dad who love each other. But
yeah,
Yeah, trust me. If you see, you just get a glimpse like into the other side, like what goes on in these neighborhoods, these places. It's a whole different life. It's a whole different mentality. Like it's really get it how you live and dog eat dog and
Yes.
what you hold dear is nothing. Like
Well,
it's nothing. It's a lot of this stuff like on the internet. They turn the cameras on and everybody, or like say everybody, a lot of people pretend and go like what we said with the victim mentality and this, and as soon as the camera turns off, real life turns on.
yeah.
You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that, C1. So, and this is just me. So I know y'all see inside of the title where I said I was called a house ninja, right?
Yeah.
That was actually C1 that was called a house ninja. House nigga is what he was called, to keep it a buck. Um, and out in the gym, I was called a field nigga as a compliment. And he actually said, I thought you was a house nigga. He actually said that. But because he was a real big dude and I didn't even buck him on that. I was like, okay. You know what I mean? They was like, as a skinny brother, because I can use my context clues, as a skinny brother, you are pushing more weight than we expected you to push. That's pretty much it. And that's what I did. And their compliment to me was, oh, you a field nigga. Okay, okay, okay. I didn't know that that was a compliment, but apparently it is in the black community. If you're a field nigga, then you are one of them ones. You're in the crew. You're in the group, right? But at the end of the day, what the hell I was about to say? I was weaving. Van, don't leave. Come back. I'm trying to weave like Trump, and then come back with the and it's very difficult for me to do. It's very difficult for me to do. But C1, you were saying earlier today, I'm Shane. I'm not dropping it no more. That was just the one time. All right. So C1, you were saying that you was called a house nigga. In the conversation that you was in short, if you can tell the people what transpired um, in order for that to happen, brother.
It was an Instagram conversation on a post about it was the I think she was a Latina chick that was during the she was at a rally during the election cycle,
Right.
and she came out there and she was just like, "Yo, we love you, Trump," and a big hurrah, and the people cheered for her, and then something like it had it today, the same lady, and she was, I guess, upset talking about yeah, we didn't ask you to vote for I mean to throw out the undocumented and this and that and uh the people who put the guy who put the post up, basically it was just like, uh-huh, told you so, like, yeah. And I usually comment back and forth with this guy, and basically I just told him, I forget. Let me think about what the response is. I told him real quick because what's it? 1 second. Oh man, now you got me drawing a blank,
You see
man.
that?
As
You see
the
that?
as to what exactly I said to him to make him say that, but it was something along the lines of I think along the lines of like, yo, why are you so filled with hatred that you're cheering for illegal immigrants and gang members and things like that? Like, what's good with you really? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
his response to me was something along the lines of, yo, you sounding like a real house nigga or something. I didn't read the whole thing. I get at him when we get off of here. But
You know
yeah,
what that's
that's just the when you come to them with logic or just basic common sense, that's the response. I sound like a house nigga. Why? Because I didn't I said something about illegal immigrants, gang members. Like, what are you pushing for? You're not in the street. You're not selling drugs. So, what's really good? You got children.
It's, you know why? I know exactly why they said it. It's because the oppressed, the quote unquote oppressed, they feel like they are the resistance. And anyone else who they believe are the resistance, who will be illegal immigrants, they believe that they're together. That's why everybody's talking about black and brown. We stick together, black and brown, black and brown, black and brown. And then right after Kamala laws, all the black people start saying, F the brown. We hope all of y'all get deported. Y'all knew what y'all was doing. Y'all said y'all was going to stand with us, and y'all didn't. It's y'all fault that Trump going to get y'all exactly what y'all deserve. I hope they run up in y'all house. I hope they deport y'all. And Democrats, we will not forget that. I won't forget that, because I remember all of them posts. All of them posts.
No means oppressed, man. He's by no means oppressed. This guy be at the Grammys.
Brother, when you take the side of the oppressed, you take the side of the oppressed. No matter how much money you got, you feel like I gotta stand with them. Although my money long, my life is good. Like I'm not dealing with none of them doing what. But in order for me to feel good about myself, I gotta stand with them.
That's called survivor's remorse.
Propagandists have successfully sold the notion that being a victim is a good thing and something to strive to become. So everyone wants to have some sort of victim card that they can pull out at any moment. And as an immigrant who is very, very thrilled about this new border policy and deporting illegals, not legal immigrants, illegal immigrants, because clearly Democrats don't know the difference between those two words. Hold on, what was I saying?
That you and your family were illegal immigrants?
We're legal immigrants. And I'm very happy about the policies that are in place right now. And on top of that, as somebody that came from the Middle East, and Van knows my entire past history. I'm not going to start diving into that. But
I know that your father is cool as hell. That's what I know.
Yeah, he is. Where do you think I get it from?
I didn't say you was cool. I said your father cool. Don't be trying to take his compliment.
It's
Where
genetic.
do you think I get it from? Nah, you cool.
Americans have American privilege, and because
That's
Americans live in this bubble where I'm not saying that oppression doesn't exist in America, and I'm not saying terrible things don't happen, and I'm not saying America is completely perfect. But when you compare the struggles of everyday Americans, or the average struggle of an American, to other people's struggles across the world, we're blessed to be in America.
We really are. And not to meat ride America, but we're, in comparison to a lot of other places around this world, I don't mind being an American and keeping it a buck. Now, are there beautiful places around this world? Absolutely. God didn't give up on the rest of the world just because he created something beautiful in America. That's not how that worked at all. So people are living great lives everywhere, but America is the place that people risk life and limb. They risk their children's lives to get over here and start another life. Yep. And that happens all the damn time. And we're also the superpower of the world. We are the biggest part of a lot of these countries' GDP. Like, we are their biggest customers. We're their biggest consumer. Like, when we pull out, no Diddy, pause, their economy.
That's how you avoid abortions, by pulling out.
Yeah, exactly. And also, John O'Rourke wanted to know C1 and Anna P if y'all have podcasts or channels that y'all want to shout out at all. Or are you ready yet? You want to wait for that on another live stream, or you want to do it tonight?
I have 9 subscribers right now. If anything, I can put something in the chat, and if they want to subscribe to me, That's
Hey,
wonderful.
you about to have 15 at the end of this joint?
I'm contemplating it, John. I'm getting the feel. I'm getting my feet wet.
Yes, sir. Let's go, John. Hey, John, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, big dog. No, but okay, first of all, I do want to say this, Anna P and C1. Thank y'all so much for joining the panel with me, man. I enjoy these type of conversations. I think a lot of people are afraid of them. Most people have, I mean, you got a whole bunch of keyboard killers and thumb thugs out there that will type away, but never in their in their wildest dreams appear on screen and have real conversations because they're afraid to come out of the shadows, and that's okay. That's quite all right. But I appreciate y'all pulling up per
No doubt.
usual.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us.
Can I say this real quick?
For sure.
I got a thing that I was asking people like when they try to defend this illegal immigration thing, or I guess a metaphor or analogy. It would be like being at your job, working somewhere in a building, and somebody leaves the back door open and lets somebody in, or say somebody doesn't even leave the back door open. Somebody breaks in the building while you guys go home, and y'all get there the next morning, and he got a broom in his hand, and he just like, no, I just want to sweep up, and you just, oh, okay, all right, no, well, you know, he does have a broom in his hand, like, you know what I'm saying, we'll let him sweep up, you know what I'm saying. Now the boss of the company says, all right, well, everybody got to take $2 out of their check so that we can get a new guy a check. All right, it's just $2. The new guy is just like, yo, call him back home. Like, yo, they lost their minds.
It's sweet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sweet. Come now. I'm about to leave a broom in the back door. Just come through the night, you know what I'm saying? After 12, after they close. Yo, we all gonna get mops. We good. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
that easy.
It's that easy. Yo, these people are stupid. Yo, they're giving us money. They're
It's
paying.
that easy.
You know what I'm saying? We about to get everybody's gonna get checks. You better come now. Don't say I didn't call you. Like, you know, you dig what I'm
And
saying? Like,
meanwhile, we have veterans suffering from PTSD on the streets, and they don't have any resources to go to
right.
because we're more worried about taking care of people that broke the law to come into this country instead of caring for the people that put their life on the line to defend this country in a war that we never should have been in.
Yep. And the only reason
That
we
is
worried
real.
about them is because Trump said they gotta go.
Mhm.
That's all. If Trump said ice cream is cold, they would say ice cream is hot.
Obama had the same platform and policy on immigration where if you come in here illegally, you will be deported.
Everybody had it. Obama had it. Clinton had it.
Biden was the first one
It's a
to
common
veer
sense
off.
policy. That's like saying you can't go to your college campus without an ID. Try to go in a college dormitory without an ID. You going to jail.
Oh, the ID thing, we can just talk about that for another hour when it comes to voter ID.
Come
That
on.
Tommy
You
Horowitz
have to
clip.
have an ID to get alcohol at the supermarket. You have to have an ID to buy rolling papers at the gas station. Are you kidding me? But anybody can vote? They have y'all like
It
they have
becomes
your brain.
racist whenever it's time to vote. Whenever it comes time to presenting an ID to vote, that's when they consider it racist. But whenever you need to show your ID in order to purchase alcohol or enter a weed shop or anything like that, then they don't consider that to be racist.
Or go to the nightclub.
This is how they play. They play off of the emotional triggers, and this is also another reason why racist and racism has lost complete meaning in terms of its definition.
Hey, I got something for you. You might not be old enough, Anna P. You might be though. Y'all remember the times before there was direct deposit and we needed to have an ID in order to cash out checks.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all remember those days?
Yeah.
I
We
remember
needed
that.
to have an
I'm sorry.
ID to get a bank account. We needed to have an ID to cash out checks. If we did not, we can go to work, but we getting a paper check, and that paper check means nothing unless we can go cash it some daggone where.
Yep.
And we needed proper identification in order to do that,
You need an ID to get in the club.
to get in the club and everything.
Like, come on. This is basic stuff. But they have you so you've been brainwashed. It's propaganda. You're saying the words and you're not even understanding the words that you're saying.
Here's the thing. I will say this. So American veterans aren't as beneficial to America as illegal immigrants are. It's the same way as hood niggas are very beneficial to hip hop and the hip hop culture, and to the Jews, all of the money that they're making through destroying certain cities through music and through the prisons. So they continue to fund them. The more ignorant you are, the more wild you are, the more people you kill in your records, you get paid the most because you're more beneficial to us in our agenda to fill up these prisons, to exterminate a whole race of individuals, and to make matters worse and support the side that we support, which is the Democratic Party. So it's so many things that's happening. That's why the Biden Kamala administration was trying to bring over so many illegals. They was bringing over the illegals because they was trying to boost the economy. So they boosted the economy by putting money in their pockets that they just printed. They put $1,400 in each family's pockets. They put roofs over their heads, shelters, brand new apartments, lush. What you call them? The luxury hotels and everything, because they was creating new voters. They was creating people who can go out there and spend money. They was trying to reinvent what the luster that our country has lost because people have stopped having babies. Our country is crazy, man. This is like a mad science project or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. And they keep on saying the project only belongs to Black communities. Oh, we live in the projects. Why they call them the projects? Because it's a project. I mean, I get it. You use the same word in the definition, so it adds impact. I get you on that. But at the end of the day, a lot of the things that they do, they're just testing. The same way that they just now cut off all of the electricity grid in Europe, in all those countries, Spain, Portugal, and a few others, and the whole power grid was down. Airports were down. What you call traffic lights were down. Everything, and they were just sitting back watching, just seeing how people move.
Mm-hmm.
So they can do it again.
Yeah.
Again.
A lot of this shit is testing. Yo, I say the same thing. What happened?
No, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Oh.
My bad. I'm just pointing at you.
All right. I say that when I see when with the they don't give you the bags in the stores anymore.
Nope.
And they try to ask you if you want to pay 10. They're testing you. How far can we push these people? No, it doesn't make any sense
at all.
No, the bag is not going to float out. One bag is going to float out to the Atlantic and choke a duck.
At all.
So none of us. It's nonsense. Everything is in the stores wrapped in plastic. But I can't get they're just testing you. Tell them it's 10 cents. See, they'll just.
And they're going to pay for it.
Yeah. Tell them stand 6 feet apart. They'll do it. Yeah. Just see what they'll do. It doesn't make any sense, but they'll do it.
Hey, C1, tell them to ring up and bag up their own sugar honey iced tea.
Yeah. For the same price.
While we just stand there and watch them. Yeah. I work here, but I'm not going to help you.
Yeah. For the same price. I ask them. I'll be playing with them. I said, so what, I don't get a discount?
Because I'm doing all the damn work.
Yeah, I'm doing everything. You just standing there. I get them hell. They don't like me. I don't show my receipt at Walmart. I refuse to.
They don't do no work now. They just sit and watch us do it.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
just
now these employees are complaining that their jobs are being taken over by robots. Amazon employees are being fired by the hundreds.
But that's also, well, that's, see, I got a 50-50 with that, because somebody got upset when they saw the first wagon.
When they saw the first wagon.
When somebody built the wheel, whoever invented the wheel, and then built a wagon, and somebody was just like, hold on, that was my job.
Oh, you're right.
You know what I mean?
You're right. So this is just evolution.
Yeah, you don't need me no more. So, okay.
That's evolution. I got you.
So some of that stuff, like that automation stuff, like if we do have the technology, it's just like, yeah, why would I pay you if I can get a robot to do that? You know what I'm saying? But some of it too is like, I would rather a robot than, because some of y'all employees, y'all are the worst of the worst. These employees in these stores nowadays, I don't know about other places, but Philly, man, it's like you got some of the most lackluster,
people don't want to be working. The work ethic in this country has really just fallen off the cliff, especially after COVID.
Yeah, and not only the work ethic, the manners. Please and thank you. Please, thank you. Hello, goodbye. Manners never go out of style. They never go out of style. And if you're working in places and you got to deal with the public and you don't have certain manners, just certain common courtesy, you're not reading it, and you just this is not for you. And we living in a world where we're just being told that, oh, we got to accept these people. No, this is trash. They're trashing these companies.
They really are.
Yeah. You go into places and your shopping experience is trash. The girl doesn't want to help you. Dude, I went in the supermarket the other day and I asked dude, it was a supermarket I'd never been in. I asked dude, where's the cat food or something like that?
They can't be bothered.
You know what he told me? I don't know. It's my first day. And walked off.
The least he could have done was go out into where the lanes are and look at the signs up on top.
And said, hold on, let me find out. This is my first day. I would have gave him some grace. But this dummy, like, I went straight to the manager. I was like, yo, man, I can't do this. I can't spend my money and like be dealing with this kind of incompetence.
You did not become a Karen, bro.
Yes.
Tell me you didn't become a Karen.
I told it right to the manager. And you know what the manager said to me? She said, you know why these things happen? She said, because people like you don't say anything.
Facts.
That's
you just
true.
let it happen.
She said, everybody just lets it go and just doesn't say anything. She said, this is a $1 billion company. If y'all went and y'all said something, they would stop hiring people like this.
Bro, I was in the grocery store today, went to go pick up a couple of things for me and my wife. She wanted some bread so she could make some peanut jelly. So I figured while I'm in there, I'm gonna grab a couple other things, get some steaks to cook tonight and some other things. But while I was in there, bro, I promise you I had this exact same thought. I was thinking about how the employees there don't do anything anymore, and they charge us 10 cents per bag. In some places even more, but they charge us 10 cents per bag. And while I'm walking, I'm like, how long did they know that we would break without saying anything to them and would just assimilate? Like we would just acquiesce to whatever new rules they tell us that we have to follow. And it did not, I think in the beginning, people were complaining, bringing their own bags to the store. You know, their own little designer bags with the apples and oranges on it. I'm sure y'all seen those. Or I have some black ones that my wife bought me. And I was pissed off. I was like, I'm not paying for no bag. You would see people walking out the store with all of their groceries in their hand, looking awkward because they refused to pay for a bag. They were walking out with their juice and their milk and everything in their hands. He was one of those. So, but now when you look at it, everybody is paying for the bags. Nobody's in my area, bro.
I take bags.
You take your own bags?
No.
Yo, you take the 10-cent bags.
I take the
I
bags
take
from
the
the
10-cent
store.
bags too.
Y'all gonna I don't buy bags. Y'all gonna give me a bag, man. That's like telling me, yo, you want to buy a would you like to buy a utensil with this meal? Would you like to buy a fork? What?
That is true. I see that.
I
I see
never
that.
thought about it that way.
Would you like to buy a straw? Would you like to buy a nap? No, that comes with it, dummy. Like,
True.
if you can't give me a bag, you shouldn't be open. That's part of the deal. I buy something, I get a bag, I roll. So,
Man, I sent something in the private chat. It's a short, and it touches on the good Karens.
The good Karens, like
Karens,
like C1
within
was a
the
good Karen.
society. It's from, I don't know if you've seen it. It's a little bit that Andrew Schultz has, and he discussed it on the Joe Rogan podcast when he was there.
Oh, I
It's
did not.
It's
I did
really
not-
good.
Okay, I did not see it. I did not see it. What's a peanut jelly? A peanut jelly is a peanut butter and jelly. But my number one job is being a dad. I'm a dad and a husband, and then everything else. All right. And when my kids was smaller, I used to, call their peanut butter and jelly a peanut jelly. And I used to say it in a fun way that they liked. And ever since then, we all call it peanut jelly. So that's what it is a peanut butter and jelly. I just took butter out. That's it. Peanut jelly. I took butter and 2 words out. So I just beat y'all to the punch. It's a peanut jelly. So if y'all start saying it, you know where you got it from. You got it from here.
Tag man.
So y'all owe me my credits. Don't let me catch you saying peanut jelly if you're not going to give me my credits. All right, so this is the last joint we're going to check out before we roll out, guys. Hit the like button. We almost up out of here. And thank y'all again, man. Y'all are phenomenal, bro. Y'all are phenomenal. And I am going to cuss out every single person that said that they will be here tonight. If you are from the chat, I mean, I'm serious. If you are from the group chat and you said you was going to be here tonight and you sitting out there watching and was afraid to get up on the what is a good Karen? Oh, we about to see, Greta. We about to see. All right, here we go.
Right. Who's like, she's kind of like a Karen, right? And Joe, I love her because she does the shit I want her to do.
She's the Antifa you're building.
Yeah, but like somebody's fucking loud. Somebody's having a crazy party. I know Danielle's got it. Like I don't gotta call nobody.
Right.
I might send a text like, Danielle, are you hearing this? Already on it. So it's like that's my CIA. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
she's your Antifa.
Or Antifa or whatever the organization is. Like the second life is the gas prices are too high, all of a sudden weapons of mass destruction, or the second anything is about to be inconvenient, there's the group that goes and does it. And then I don't have to feel weird like I snitched on the person in the elevator.
Yes.
I just get to sit and smile. That's, I think, the American or like the Western experience. We're removed from the things we would feel guilty about. Like I got a lady in my building, right?
All right, so I think that's dope. I think it's dope to have somebody that's willing to
be the Karen.
Be the Karen.
I don't mind being a Karen. Sir, I don't want you to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Like
there's a difference.
There's levels to it, yeah. But she's not doing nothing wrong.
Somebody said snitching by proxy. Like, Danielle, are you hearing this? It's like you handle it so I don't have to.
You know? And if you're doing something foul, you just gotta be slicker at what you're doing.
Or my wife is going to go talk to the manager because my wife is a manager talking to person. I promise you. My wife she's going to talk to them because this is something that you got to earn it with my wife though. Because my wife walks up in the store, The lady could be butt ugly, but my wife will find something to compliment her on. She will start a conversation, get on her good side, go to another part of the store. If another lady is there, whether she's a customer or an employee, she'll do the same thing. And as soon as you jump out of pocket or you don't do something or you're not being attentive or you're being disrespectful, wait a minute. I'm sorry, ma'am. Did you just now hear what I just now asked you a question? Excuse me, ma'am. Did you just know? Okay. Could you go get me your manager, please? And my wife be like, look, I'm about to spend my money up in here. And if I'm going to spend my money up in here, they're going to know what's going on. As a matter of fact, if they fire her, I don't care because she is being paid to be here. Right. And I'm paying to be here. So I can speak to the manager about this. I say, okay. Right.
I did that to somebody too. I don't know if she got fired, but she got disciplined. Like, you can't spend your money and be quiet.
That's true. That is true. That's dumb, actually.
If you're getting a favor done for you, it's for free. Like, all right, you got to shut up and it's for free. You got to take it. But you don't spend your money and you can't give your opinion or you can't voice a gripe that with customer service. Yeah, right.
I try to be patient and I'm a very patient person. And if I say something, it means I bit my tongue for at least 5 instances. But generally speaking, I'm the type where I will tell myself, oh, they're probably having a bad day. I don't know what they're going through and try to be understanding. But if you push me to that point.
But not in customer service. Your bad day is not my bad day. You don't push that.
That's true. You should not be in that field if you're not able to regulate your emotions.
Exactly. Go work in the back.
So are we all saying that we're cool with being Karens?
We're normal, like somebody said, we're normalizing Karens. Greta, I think you're right.
Well, here's
just not the weird Karens, not the bird watching Karen situation.
Not the ones that get in everybody's business that ain't got nothing to do with them.
Exactly.
I don't care about you walking in the store and you see somebody sitting in a daggone handicap parking space and you're like, wait a minute, I don't see any stickers, buddy. Excuse me. Knock on their window. Excuse me. I don't see any stickers, buddy. This is a handicap parking space. You gotta move. You gotta move.
I'll be in the store. I watch people steal. I don't tell on them. That's between you and them.
And a law.
Like, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Karen, I'm not that. That's not what I'm talking about. Like, you do it on your case by case basis. You do what you feel.
So if it's something that was involving me, then yes.
Yeah.
So can we give it a new name then? Because Karen is
Sharon. Instead of a Karen, you're a Sharon.
Look at C1's face.
I was waiting to hear the new name.
Hey, bro, you ever listen to what's his name, man? God dang. OG. What's his daggone name? God dang it. I'm gonna think about it. It's a brother that you remind me of every time I see you, man. He's absolutely hilarious. He's one of the people that say what he say, stand on business. And Dick Gregory.
Oh yeah.
Dick Gregory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about him one day because you remind me of him. Dick Gregory. Somebody said it. So look, before I even said it, somebody post Dick Gregory. Yeah, you see that too, John, don't you?
As long as I don't remind you of the dude who owe you money, I'm cool with that.
I have no idea who that is, though.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you gonna find out soon. Hey guys, thank y'all so much for pulling up. Y'all been absolutely amazing. For all my blues who helped out, I really appreciate it. For everybody who participated respectfully inside of the chat, I appreciate that as well. And everybody who submitted a super chat went above and beyond. Thank you so much. And if you are a content creator that's looking for some type of guidance and you don't know where to start, then I want y'all to look into my YouTube course. That's the very first link inside of the descriptions. Make sure you check that bad boy out so that you can join our private Facebook group and our private group calls so we can help you move along and have some success on these platforms and potentially make you some money, change your family's life, be a millionaire by next month by paying me thousands of dollars. I hate these daggone gurus out there, man. There's a bunch of gurus. I promise you, some gurus out here that
coaches. That's what they're calling them now.
Man, most of them are not coaches. Most of them got a lot of people that they've tricked. And when you ask them who's the most successful person on their team, bruh, it's like they're trying to they digging for they don't know. Like, okay, well, we got this one person that signed up like a year ago and they did great. And like, come on, they look like little crack. But anyway, thank y'all so much for pulling up. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with the coaching, make sure you check out this ad. Y'all have a phenomenal night. And make sure you continue to show love to everybody that's on my panel. And shout out to C1 and Anna P. Everybody have a good night. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.